Howdy y'all, and welcome back to Riverbend Springs. I'm not doing the voice the whole time. Welcome back to Riverbend Springs, everybody. We're going to be working on a couple of things today, but we have a lot of money-making opportunities today. Look at all the pallets and mushrooms over there. We have a lot of mushrooms. I actually need to check how much water that has, because I don't remember filling it up the past couple of days. We also have one field left to plant, and we're going to be putting in red beet. But we also have weeds, so we're going to have to get something to get rid of the weeds. They're not super expensive, but you know what? We also need to get some of our stuff sold from the sawmill, and we're going to start getting these construction projects underway with the playground and the museum. Okay, no, you get the one. You need to be that way. Hey, there we go. So I think we're actually going to start off. I'm going to get some people working on some contracts because there are a lot of contracts ready to go. And these. Look at that. That's almost $10,000 just for mowing a field. And he gets to use the new McDon. I might do that one myself. That's the new McDon swather. It's a nice machine. I've used it. It is nice. But there's also a whole bunch of these contracts for hoeing. There is a second mowing contract, which we could probably use the McDon for as well. And there is a weeding contract. All of these I can have a worker do. But I think what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and we're going to borrow these. Yeah, we'll borrow these. That'll give us a good set of equipment on that. And we're going to borrow the McDon's swather. And I am also going to borrow this one. Or no, we're going to accept this one. And we will come back to our planting. Because I want to try these out. Or I want to do these ones just to bring in a little bit of money so that we can make sure we have the money for a weeder. And then I'm also possibly looking at getting us an actual flatbed trailer for selling off all this wood, because we're going to stop by the sawmill on the way to the shop to pick up this equipment, and I'm going to show you how much we actually have over there, because it's a lot, and it's also like a huge amount of money. If it keeps going like this, we're going to have our loan paid off before the end of the year. And then some. So this sawmill paired with the productions or the construction projects is definitely going to be paying our way through the map. So that'll be a wonderful thing, as long as I can keep it filled with wood. So this is why we need to sell some stuff. We have a lot of things here. The wood chips and or little stuff we can't really do much with right now. Their price is actually pretty bad. But like all these other pallets, most of these are almost 10 grand per pallet. Like, what is it? The wood beams? No. Here we go. Wood beams. 10,000 at the playground. 9,000 at the grain elevator museum. The long planks are elevator museum, 6,300, and the playground is 7,000. Just the wood beams alone, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's $70,000. Plus 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We have over $150,000 in here. Because the wood chips are also like at the best price, almost 1,600 a pallet. We have so much money here. Oh man, this is insane. I didn't think it was gonna be making this much this fast, but yeah, we've actually gotten to the point that we're overflowing into these spawn points. So I did put a forklift over here. Our story is that Noah was nice enough to bring his forklift out for us to use to help load things up, because holy cow, we've got a lot of pallets. I thought about bringing the big one, the Manitou, but I find that one extremely unwieldy. Very difficult to use for me. Anyways, let's head on up to the shop. And we can get our equipment moving for the contract for the guy who's going to do the weeding. And we can get working on the mowing contract with the MacDon Swather. Here we are. I'm actually hoping at some point that we're going to purchase the hoe that this is using for the weeding. Because this thing is huge. And it is going to get everything done insanely fast. Try not to back into our truck. And hey, look, a John Deere. I just noticed. I am blind. I don't pay very close attention to certain things, so don't mind me. Let's get this set up. He's ready to go. We are going to get this guy. Oh, this thing looks so cool. Actually really fun to use, too. I have not actually used this header. I've used the other one. For a soybean harvest, a canola harvest, and a wheat harvest. Cool. You can see underneath. But this thing is freaking amazing. Let's get our guy moving for his contract. And then we will get on to ours. Yeah, sure. Go there. I don't know if he's going to be able to. For whatever reason, the AI seems to have a problem with this bridge. Let's follow him and see if he actually makes it over this bridge. Because we do have one that we need to do on the other side as well. You gonna do it? Oh, he's actually crossing the bridge. Last couple of times I've had AI struggle with this bridge. For whatever reason, they couldn't figure out how to get past. Here's our first field to mow. Let's go ahead and set up our GPS. It's an interesting angle. Sure. Yeah, let's get this mowed. And holy cow, look at that yield. Look at the speed! Holy cow, this thing's gonna be flying! This is insane. We're gonna have this done in no time. Okay, well, I'm gonna get to work on this. I'm gonna get the two of them done. And then I will see you guys back at the shop while we head back to our farm to get some more stuff done. This thing is definitely fun to use. Would love to have one of these around on our farm, but that's not going to happen anytime soon. Let's bring it back up to the shop, get our car, and head back on over to the farm. Got our guy working on a nice $12,000 weeding contract over on Field 77, which is kind of down by our place. But he's got that nice sized hose, so he's getting through it pretty quick. He actually finished more contracts than I did. My worker's working harder than I am. Will say, my favorite part about this thing is, holy hell is it fast. Not often you get a harvester that can run at 15 miles per hour through a field. So, we'll go ahead and set that thing there. This thing is nice. And the best part is you do actually get a harvest bonus when you use it. So, from the numbers I have seen, you get a 40% bonus in crop and straw when you use it on a grain crop that produces straw. And you get a 40% bonus on the grain, and I believe you also get that same bonus on grass. I'm not entirely sure on that one yet. I haven't really seen much about grass. Everyone's just using it for grains. So, go ahead and turn in the mowing contract. Yeah, look at that. 13,000. Let's turn in the mowing contract. Get us a nice, another 8,300. Gotta hang on to that one until that contract is done. Got $18,000. That should be enough for us to finish doing our field. And then, once he's done, we might have enough money to look at getting a weeder. Which, I mean, we can get this one. But I would like to actually get this one, and then we can just start going to doing these contracts with our own equipment. Get a few $100s extra here and there, but it would be nice to not have to borrow equipment for stuff. But we might do this one for now. I believe our weeds that we have, and I did take a look at this, I believe the weeds we have are small weeds. Yeah, they're small weeds. Unfortunate, but hey, it works. You see this guy going crazy over here. Look at that big field. Let's head on back to the farm and get ourselves to planting. This needs to be done today so that we can work on some other stuff, and that way we can look towards getting some of this wooden stuff delivered, which I know that's going to take a little while. Loading these up with the forklift is not the fastest thing ever, but it's much better than trying to do it with any of the other equipment. And we made it back over here. We're at our field. Does it say small weeds? Yeah, it keeps popping up as small weeds, so that's a good sign. That means we can still use that small weeder to get rid of them. So, let's get our field planted over here. Our last one. Turn our lines on, because I'm not going to be able to tell anything about where I'm going. And let's get these red beet planted. Well, there's definitely no going back now. We now have 3 fields of vegetable crops planted. I may regret this. But you know what? I don't think our bank account will. There we go. Got all those vegetables planted. Now we just need to get in here with a weeder and another round of fertilizer. And they are 100% ready. Then it's just a waiting game. I don't know if I can do the fertilizer tomorrow. I might do like we did last time and just do a round of fertilizer at the end of the video. But we still need to make our way over to the sawmill to sell off some of this wood and stuff. What we're going to do is we're going to drop that there. We're going to swap out for the other tractor, which is hiding over here. Go ahead and park you there. We'll swap out for this one because it has the ability to carry 2 things. And we're going to attach our little trailer, which really doesn't hold much. Actually, no. We're just going to take this one up there. And we're going to bring back the weeder. We will take the Challenger to actually load stuff up at the sawmill because we're going to need it. I might as well do this. Tiniest little pallet of seed. Whenever we get our own seeder, it'll just vanish. Like 12 liters of seed. So up to the shop, get us a weeder so we can weed our field and have a nice clean look at field of vegetable crops. Look at those lines. So satisfying. Okay, we've got our weeder. I don't think this is going to take us too long to do. Decent size, so let's get this back to the farm. We can get our field, our weeds taken care of, and then we will figure out how to best deliver all this wood, because that's a lot of stuff there, and we're not going to fit a whole lot of anything on that tiny little trailer that we have. We might look at buying a new one, or we might look at leasing a flatbed trailer that we can load everything up on at once. Though, if we load that much up, I don't know if the tractors can pull it. So, we'll see what happens. But for now, let's take care of these weeds. Well, that's not working. I think we wasted our money on this. I guess we're going to lease the hoe, and we need the Challenger for that, because this thing does not have enough horsepower for that. So I guess I'm headed back up to the shop with the Challenger to swap this out and lease the hoe. Actually, I know we can use it on this part, so let's go ahead and do it on this part, and then we'll figure something out. I was going to have a worker do it, but evidently I can't have that. There we go. That should be eliminating any weeds in this part at least. I didn't show any weeds. But that's so weird. I don't even have any weeds here. At least I better not have any weeds. See, it's showing weeds. Weeds growing. Over here, there are none. We do have weeds. Okay. Go ahead and finish whatever little edge I did not do over here. I am disappointed. The one problem I have with some of this equipment is that it only works in the stages where you can't even see the weeds. So, yeah, that's really the best way to design this. Anyways, I'll get a little bit of use out of this, park it in the yard, and we'll take the Challenger out, release a hoe to get rid of the weeds in the other areas. And then I'll have a worker do that while I go deal with the sawmill. Because, like I said, we need to get that taken care of. So I've decided that instead of dealing with the hoe today, because there's still small weeds, they should give us one more day that we can get rid of them. Well, I think we're going to risk it, and I'm going to see if it'll let me use a hoe on it tomorrow or next month. Why is that entire row there like turn the other direction? What the heck happened there? What did that? I have no idea. Well, we're going to leave that until next time. This is the middle section, at least, with no weeds. Because it shouldn't have any weeds. If there are any, then we're going to have to use the hoe to get rid of those too. But hopefully it should work without any issue. But instead, we're going to come through and we're going to figure out how to deal with our sawmill issue. Because that is a lot of stuff to move. And now we know we need to run this weeder right after we plant things. Because apparently the game does not think that small weeds can actually be removed. It's kind of an annoying wording that it has, but I'll leave it be. So I can take that little trailer up to the shop. I can get it converted over to a flatbed, and we can make we can get a bunch of stuff onto there. Get out of that. And get into Hue. And let's go get our little trailer over there. We might be buying a new trailer today. Because we need to convert it over to a flatbed, and then we can run over to the sawmill and get it loaded up with a few things to start getting stuff sold. And I think the way I want to do this is I want to get the grain elevator museum going, because I'm actually curious about that one, and then whatever's left after that will go to the playground, because they're both going to take time to process anyways. So let me go convert this, and I will see you guys at the sawmill. And here we are with our tiny little trailer. We're going to fill this thing up really quick. Let's go ahead and park like oh, right there. This little trailer for holding all this stuff is insane. So let's see how much of this stuff we can get loaded up onto here. Try not to crash into too many things in front of Noah. I think it needs 6 of each. Also, I apologize for the look of the ground right now. The game is bugged. My textures don't load properly. But most of the buildings look the same. The screens on the inside of vehicles look the same. I have no idea what's doing it. We're gonna teleport for 1 second. want to know what they actually do for their production. So you need 6 beams and 6 planks. And the playground, all the heckin' way over here, you need 12,000 beams and 6 long planks. Let's get 6 beams loaded up, and we can take those over to the elevator museum. This should actually load pretty nicely on here. I am excellent packing with a forklift. Hilarious, because I used this game as an example of how well I can use a forklift and actually translated it into real life using a forklift. Okay, so wood chips. I just need to find a space that we can set them aside for now, because they actually don't be in the pallet form. They need to be in a trailer for us to sell them. So we're going to borrow this area over here, and we're going to stack them up neatly. Then eventually we will come over and just load them all up into a trailer and sell them. Let's see. Links just yet. So I'm gonna move things around a little bit, get everything loaded up the way I want it to be. And I will stack a few things here where they're just out of the way. I'm going to work on this for a second, so I will be right back. Okay, so I've gotten things kind of organized a little bit. Here's all our long planks. We've got enough here for the museum, and then we've got enough over here to go over to the playground. Random box wood chips, the rest are all stacked over here. I got one more pallet of wood beams. I've got 6 loaded up on the trailer over there, and then we've got the rest of our wood chips all stacked over here. So we can get these delivered over to the Grain Elevator Museum, if I can remember how to get there from here. Oh, it's right around the corner. We can get this delivered, make our first bit of money, come back, get more, make another bit of money, come back, get more, and then go make more money. It's gonna take 3 trips in total to sell all of this stuff. But it is a lot of money. So let's go make a small fortune. Okay, here we are at the playground with the final load, trying to roll off the trailer. And as you can see, we've already got up to $120,000 today. I feel like that's an amazing accomplishment. This stuff will get delivered here. It'll start processing through it. Those wood beams. Hey, another $47,000. So we got $169,000. The wood beams are what it needs most of. That's most of the planks it needs, and it just needs one more pallet of those. But 11 more pallets of wood. Well, it's going to start processing. I don't think you'll see any difference in it yet for a while. I think it only changes when it actually gets to the different stages. But I like that little mailbox. Their mailbox is a tractor. Oh, I like that. I think it only changes the appearance when you actually reach the end of a stage. So we'll have to come back here after we finish getting stuff taken care of. We have everything at the grain elevator museum taken care of already. So that's a thing. It's got a process, and that's going to take about a day. So we're going to leave that going over there. We're going to leave this stuff going at the playground, and we're going to try to figure out what we're doing next. Call it here for today, probably. I'm going to look at a little bit at a couple of things before next time. So for sure we need to spread fertilizer on this, and we need to run a hoe over it to get rid of the weeds on these two sections. But other than that, it is ready to go. I feel like this is a big task for us to harvest, but you know what? I think it is going to pay off in the end. I'm hoping it does. But I think... Let me run an idea over this. So here's the idea. We're going to pay back part of the loan. Because don't forget, we also have in a month or two the sale of the soybeans. Which that'll be like another $70,000. So really, we're about to get a big influx of money, because then again, after the harvest, we'll go dump everything, but then at the beginning of the year, we get to sell all of that, and it's going to produce more along the way. So we're going to have a lot of money actually coming in this year, and that, I think that's an achievement. The fact that we went from nothing to all of a sudden we made all this, given the sawmill was a huge part of that. Contracts have played a part in that too, but like, holy cow, that sawmill payment paying for itself and then some. One of the ideas I have is actually to get some sheep going, and I am thinking that this little field right next to the Grain Elevator Museum is $41,000. Go visit it real quick. It's $41,000, and it's just an open field. I could easily put down a sheep pen here. Only use up like half the space, and the other half I can use to cut. I can cut for some grass for them, and they'll be set. I don't even have to go for anything complicated, just a mower and a baler. Or just a mower and a little loading wagon or something. What's the smallest loading wagon we have? Storage wagons. Yeah, this guy. I think there's actually another one somewhere. I don't know where it actually is. It's under trailer. Or is it under auger wagon? Yeah, this guy. It's really weird. It's like super short. But it is actually a storage wagon kind of thing. It's really weird. But those are our options there. We can actually go with just getting a little baler. Getting a baler and a single mower. I don't need anything fancy for something like this. So we would probably go with one of these two. And maybe this one. No, we'd go with the Goon. And we just cut the grass, collect it. Then we put down the sheep pen on this side. I can expand the fence a little bit and give them a little more space. But then we have sheep producing wool, which we need for the rope or the playground, and all at the same time as just in general more money. So, like, what does it have for the price of rope at the playground? I want to come over here. I want to see if our collectibles that we have found are actually here. But what is the price of rope at the playground? Price of rope at the playground is $17,000. Given we need a lot of wool to actually make rope, right? It's like at the rope maker from wool, we need 20 wool to make 3 rope. We need a lot of wool. Because it needs what? 12,000? 12 pallets of rope? That's insane. Not what I wanted. Hey, look, there's a paper boat here. Does that mean there's going to be a collectible here that I can just collect? Hey, I think this was the thing we found in our shed. There's that gear we found over in town. I think there was a... Yeah, this thing. We found... Keep doing that. This thing that we found last time in that shed over by the starter farm. I think that's all the collectibles we have right now. But we got this thing going. I'm gonna have to do some testing, like what the differences are between each of them, between each stage. I don't know. I feel like this place is gonna be kind of cool when it's done. But for now, that's be it for this time, guys. Thank you guys for watching. Hope you've enjoyed. I'm gonna teleport back to the farm because I wasn't supposed to be gone from the farm. Next time we will get our field taken care of, so it is 100% all ready. And we have a few months until harvest time starts for them. So we can finish everything there. We have a month in July to do whatever we feel like doing. And then August starts the crazy harvest. So much stuff to harvest. It's gonna be some work. But that's it for this time, guys. I'll see you guys next time.